The year was 1975. The location, a small town called Newmarket that then about 12,000 people called home. But that number was starting to grow. Upper Canada Mall was just being built, and a 26-year-old named Joe Persechini was not only looking to put down roots in a small community, he had pretty big dreams of opening a business as well. I think it's safe to say now that was the first small step for a man who would end up making a huge difference in this town.
It was very tough because the Newmarket was only had about 10 to 12,000 people. And not knowing, working for another fitness club for 10 years, now I'm going to go on my own. I was very naive but I was still wise because I worked for them 10 years and to do some sort of research. And I went to see the mayor, Bob Moffat at the time, and Ray Twinney was a regional councillor. And I had a meeting, maybe 2 or 3 meetings with Bob Moffat, and there was nothing up in this area. So I said, you got to come up here. We want a fitness club, a health club. I was really, really nervous about, what I was going to do. But I was fortunate enough to have support of, the mayor and the regional councillor, Ray Twinney. And then as I was on the mall, I met a few more people. Before you knew, the club was opened and the Persechini was started.
And so, with the unconditional support of his wife, Rosalie, and the passion and drive to be successful, Joe Persechini's journey began.
Meantime, 3 years had come by and things weren't happening. Finally, the 4th year, things are starting to happen, starting to pay the bank money back, started to meet a lot of good community people and believing in me and bringing their friends, and like Jack Osmond, who they named the street after him, Osmond Chris and Newmarket, and the Dwight Slesser. And then I met Whipper, and then we started doing the run. I mean, things are starting to go my way, and it was a gift of good community support, and I just thought, this is great. The people are behind me, and obviously with the people behind you get stronger. You get that feeling of security, of support, of the solid walls. It was a fluke. A bunch of us were just jogging around the little track we had, and Dave Curtin at the time, and Ross Bailey and Bob Moffat and I were running on this little track and around the club, and said, we've been doing this for months and months. Why don't we run for our charity? And we decided to do, at the time, was for the Crippled Children's Center. Obviously today we don't use that word. We use physical disability. And we went for the Crippled Children's Center, and we started doing the run. With the first run, we went to Bradford, and we even had the bear said that he's going to run the wild man's bear. It was a wrestling bear that we had him all dressed up in a big, huge curtain because obviously we put Timmy and Tammy on the thing too. And the star came up and did a photo opportunity shot, and we got about a couple hundred people. We raised like $7,000. So from there. This year will be the $3 million year.
Yes, he did just say the $3 million year. Even for Joe, it's a figure that's hard to digest. Equally as hard, all of the accolades for him, because Joe knows it's been a team effort.
Again, it's the community, the volunteers, your people who are going to be watching this program. There's no way I could have done it myself. And having the family support, Rosalie, Marla, Lana, and I wasn't there for them, but it's just it's amazing what you can do with the support of the communities. I miss my kids growing up. But I loved what I was doing. I mean, it's a juggling. I mean, it's really difficult. I mean, the passion was there for the club. Passion was there for the family. And I tried to do the best I could. And I'm very happy, with how things went. I don't think I've ever really looked back and said, geez, look what I've done, or what we have done as a community. I have never really had a break to sit back and say, and measure things. People say things, you've done this and done that. I couldn't have done it without the support of the community and my family. and all the people who are my friends. No way. But I never look back and say, hey, and not that I look at pictures, I look at things, and I look at the kind of support we got from the media. No way in the world that would happen today. No way. You know, you have sacrifices and you give up a lot, but at the end of the day, you got to fulfill what makes you feel good, because if you feel good, you're obviously going to have treat other people better. Because if you don't feel good about yourself, and you obviously you're not going to be happy enough to enjoy life. If I had to look at all the things that I never thought I could accomplish, I mean, it just I look back and I said, amazing. But again, it's the people who put me there, the people who supported me. I could have not done it without the family and all the people that I surrounded myself with. And that's the secret. That if you help enough people in the world to be successful, hopefully that you'll become successful that day someday.